It's not just government officials on the radar of Chinese hackers, though. A top White House official said last week that Chinese hackers geolocated millions of Americans after breaching major telecom providers in the U.S. 9 companies fell victim, from AT&T to Verizon. NTD's Juliet Song has the details.
The telecom breach allowed Chinese hackers to track the locations of millions of Americans and record their phone calls. That's according to Ann Neuberger, a top White House cyber official. It's unclear how many Americans were affected. Neuberger said many of the Americans that were geolocated are based in Washington, D.C. The same group of hackers also breached Vice President-elect J.D. Vance's phone. President-elect Trump's phone was reportedly targeted as well. The Chinese hacking group behind it, called Salt Typhoon, was extremely successful. Neuberger said its campaign has affected dozens of countries around the world. Here in the U.S., it gained access to 9 telecommunication companies. The White House didn't publicize the victims' names. T-Mobile gave a statement saying bad actors tried to infiltrate its system, but that the company was able to stop hackers from accessing customers' calls and texts. Are Chinese hackers still lingering inside U.S. telecom networks? It's unclear. Last month, U.S. officials said they had not been able to expel these Chinese hackers. They urged Americans to turn to encrypted messaging apps if they're concerned. By the end of December, AT&T and Verizon said their networks were targeted but are now secure. Zooming out, China has been waging cyber attacks against the U.S. for over a decade. But this one was among the most far-reaching, affecting major U.S. telecom companies, millions of Americans, and even then candidates for U.S. president. The breach also rattled U.S. intelligence communities. They're now worried that Beijing could have learned who the U.S. is spying on. The Justice Department uses legal wiretapping on suspects in some cases. Chinese hackers also obtained a near-complete list of those phone numbers. Worse yet, Neuberger said it's difficult to track the impact of the breach, as Chinese hackers are very careful about their techniques. Neuberger says the full scale of the campaign may never come to light. China denies hacking U.S. telecom networks, calling the allegation baseless. Following the hack, the U.S. moved to ban the remaining operations of China Telecom Americas. This company is the U.S. subsidiary of one of China's largest telecommunications companies. It's controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. Juliet Song, NTD News.